Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. I am super excited because I just got it. I got it. This is the final piece. The final piece that I need to get my grinder up and running again. This is the control box. This is what I've been waiting for. So let's talk about getting this thing put back together. All right, guys, so I know it's a mess out here, but I am trying to get this all organized while I'm in the middle of building knives. So here we are. We have the new motor and the new controller. This is the speed controller and the brain of the operation. And this is all the old stuff. The only thing that I see that I am missing from this, because we have a cord that this plugs into this, so I'm going to have to take this apart and plug this all in. That what I'm missing is a power cord. So I've already, because I've taken this all apart, I need the power cord. So I'm just guessing I can scavenge the power cord off of this. And okay, so literally it's just this. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. I forgot how this works. There. So, nope, don't want to do that. That's not good. All right. That's got it back in. Does this just pop out? Well, I got to figure this out. I don't know. I'm assuming this whole thing just pops out, right? Well, so anyway, I have to put that together. So I have to put the brains of the operation and the motor all back together. Plus, I have to basically rebuild the grinder. So the motor goes in here and attaches to the drive wheel. And so I have to put that on, and then we have the cover plate, and I have all the bolts and screws and everything here to put everything back together. It's just been so long since I did it, since I took everything apart. I didn't expect it to take this long. So the motor goes here, then the controller goes here. So I need to wire this thing up. Or maybe I'll install the motor and get that all put together, and then I'll deal with the wiring once the motor is in place, because that's kind of like the big mechanical part of this. So let's do that. All right, the motor is installed. I know can't see that, so I got the cover and I got the motor all in, and it is secure. So the drive wheel is secure and everything is good. So it was interesting, the drive wheel, I have the old motor here and it has a little slot, and I had to take the one that was off of here and install it onto the other one, and then the drive wheel had to line up with that. So I've been good thing I didn't throw all of that away, because I needed all those pieces. So now I need to get the controller on and start plugging in all the electrical. That should be fun. right, guys, so here we are. You're looking at the guts to the machine. So this cord right here is the power, or no, wait, yeah, this is the motor. So the motor is now plugged into here, and it's on the ground. And then this is now power. So I connected the ground wire to the power. And this inside of this machine looks completely different than the other machine. The power on the other one just plugs straight into this. And then there was some other wiring going to the controller. But this one now is wired to this, and then it just has these connectors. So, you know, I have to now add some of these connectors to here. And I don't have any of these fancy ones, but I found these. I crimped this one on, so that one's on nicely. So I'm just assuming white goes on the white side and black will go on the black side. There's no directions. Nothing came with directions. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here and hoping I don't blow this up. So I'm going to crimp this, and this might be a mistake, but I'm going to crimp this on. I didn't know we were doing electrical work today, but so that's on. And man, that's going to be really tight in there. So this goes, let's see, white to white, black to black. So I'm assuming that goes like this, slides on like that, and this slides on like this. Right? That makes sense, right? So technically we should be good. Now I need to put the connector back on this and put this piece of foam up here that protects the guts of this thing. So I need to put this thing back on. This little plate that holds all the wiring. This was a lot more in depth than I thought, but well, go figure. I thought maybe they would send some directions, and I'm sure there's stuff online that I could have looked up to do it, but I didn't, because, you know, I'm just a dork that way. So don't ever do what I do. That's if there's one thing you get out of this channel, is just don't do what I do. I am not telling you the right way to do things. I probably am telling you the absolute wrong way to do things. So, all right, so that's in. Now we can flip this cover over, and before I screw everything down, this sticker is gonna annoy me. Let me take this sticker off. Okay. Oh no, why is it not going on? All right, guys, I think I got it. So I haven't attached the cover yet. It's still loose, but I'm gonna plug it in. Fingers crossed nothing blows up. Fingers crossed we get some lights on this thing. Fingers crossed sparks don't come flying out of this machine. There it is. I plugged it in. Nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? Maybe I gotta pull this up. It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. It's flashing. PD. I don't know what that means. Nothing's happening. Maybe I gotta let it do its thing. It's going. Cut that off. This is what the other one did. I don't know if can you guys see the lights down there? You guys see the lights? It's thinking. I think. Gotta let it think. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's working. It's working. Look. The wheel is spinning. That wheel is spinning. We have power. I did it. I think I did it. Woohoo. All right. Very cool. So I am going to finish bolting this cover on. And I like that I can do this and the whole thing turns off. Even on the old one, it still gave a display and it still kind of lit up and did some things. So that is awesome. So I'm going to bolt this thing on and let's throw a belt on and see what happens. All right. I don't know what's going to happen when this turns on. So, ready? We're going to click that on. Power. Power. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Oh. Oh, wow. See, this is much powerful than what I had before. Oh, wait. What? That's not even full blast. Oh my goodness. Let's go all the way. Look at that, guys. I think I can remove some material on that. Yeah, what do you think of that? Or how about that, guys? Look at that. I now have the small wheel attachment on there that will help me with like handle materials and stuff. So like the finger grooves and then working on handles, and I can go up here and work up there too. So I can work on like the slack part of the belt, get the handles good on this part, and do the finger wells really well. Yeah. This is cool. I got some new toys. That's excellent. Just gotta dial everything in. Just gotta dial it all in. Yeah! Alright guys, this has been a long time coming. I've been waiting to get this up and running for quite some time, and I am happy to say that the time is here, and it's a good thing because I have knives to work on. I need to get everything back up and running. The 1x30 has been great, but I need to get this machine going. The Grizzly 2x42, Grizzly took care of me. They did all that they could do. The motor they sent right away. The control box was on back order. I called several times and they were very attentive and did their best to try to get me the parts as soon as possible. But you know, when they're coming from other places, sometimes it takes a while. But it's here, it's working, and I'm excited to get it to work because I do have some knives that I need to start working on. I have 3 knives that I need to start working on, and I would like to get these done as quickly as possible. So I better get to work. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, it's hot out here. So I'm happy to have this going, but I need to go cool off a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching. My video might be a complete wreck because there's not a lot of room and not a lot of angles, but and everything is backwards because I have my phone backwards. I didn't really think about that. Oh well, it is what it is at this point. So thanks guys so much. You guys are the best. So please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice, as always, is yours.